trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jones has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so... They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 3.
Now Burrow. Right back to Pitts again. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Allen. A check down here to jump. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Burrow. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Powers through him. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
49-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Burrow on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The Saints on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a give here to Pollard, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of
Good, strong
17
throw and
yards.
catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Falcons.
Up the middle, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Jake Camarda now. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints again ready to go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Run for Pollard. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Marcus Mariota with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Hunter Renfrow, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Justin Herbert, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. From the 31, Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Pollard. And he's got some space here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Pollard, and this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This one from 48 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now. Back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The give is to Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. To throw, it's Allen. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, Rob. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Allen now looks to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Burrow's pass. Complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones.
They'll run with Pollard. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard, and he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From just shy of midfield, Allen. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some space here. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Allen. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offensive.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen. That pass complete to Moore. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there, and boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Patterson's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And taken down just shy of the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Pollard.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. Now he's forced out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Burrow completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Burrow. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Allen,
a check down here to Jones.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And it blanketed everyone on that play. We're able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, Allen. Catch made, it's Moreau. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown!
Trey McBride.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow got his man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the 44.
Burrow, throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him a first down yardage there.
173 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard to the 27-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Tony Pollard,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7. A minute 24 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. He's got McBride.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Allen And able to find Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously